Hey everyone, it's Kristen. We're going to be talking about X-Men today, but I'm wearing this Wonder Woman shirt because that's what I did because today is day 13 of my Advent calendar series. So this is what I wore to do that, and I don't know, didn't bother to change. So here we go. So, um, this started, X-Men 8 started the four-part Raid on Graymalkin series. So I ordered this one online. I have not been keeping up with X-Men. I've been keeping up with, Uncanny X-Men because of Rogue. But of course, this crossover, since Rogue is going to be, of course, in it, then I wanted the issues that pertained to it. So anyway, as I've said before, my local comic book store does not sell new comic books, new releases. So I got this online. So I ordered it online. And I do not have, even though it's already came out Wednesday, I do not have Uncanny X-Men 7 because I have not gotten that in the mail. So as I've said, I think just next time I'm just gonna just like buy online from the even though it's of course full price, buy online like from the company that I got this one from because it arrived in a pretty timely fashion. And whereas the Marvel subscription, it's been, I think the latest was like almost a month before I got my comic book, which kind of sucks because then you wait a month to read it and you know have have to wait so long to review it. So anyway, so we're going to be talking about this one today. So I have not been, keeping up with X-Men, so it's pretty easy to like follow along though. Um, I I I will have to say David's art on Uncanny X-Men has spoiled me because I'm not a huge fan of Stegman's art in this compared to David's. Like David's to me just is prettier, more fluid, just cleaner. I don't know. I just really like his art, so I feel a little bit spoiled. So not a huge fan of his art, but of course it's still good. It's just a different style. So the warden that we did meet in Uncanny X-Men is talking to this President Lopez guy. And apparently his company has some kind of like nefarious dealings in this particular area. And the warden's like, you know what? I don't even care what you guys do as long as you keep funding, basically my Graymalkin prison. Like that, I don't care. So they're talking in front of Beast, his cell, which I do not like the way Beast is drawn here. I mean, I like, the the animated series X-Men original animated series Beast in the 90s, Jim Lee Beast. That's what I grew up on. That's how I was first introduced to the X-Men. So I'm not a fan of this Beast because he really does. He looks more like a beast. So just not a fan. So they're talking in front of his, in front of his cell because he has been brought to the Graymalkin prison. And so Cyclops is with his team in Alaska, Kid Omega, Psylocke, Magic, Juggernaut, etc. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up with this Temper. Haven't been keeping up with this comic, but pretty much it's pretty self-explanatory. Like you don't need to read all 7 issues before this to understand what's going on. So he's talking to his team and he's like, we're going in. We're going in to get Beast. And Psylocke is like, you seem pissed. And he's like, I am. So in Uncanny X-Men 6, we saw that they nabbed Calico and Jubilee. So there they are in prison. And Jubilee's like, oh, hey, Beast, come sit with us. And this, in this incarnation, Beast doesn't really know who she is, but he kind of knows of her, but doesn't really know her. So, the warden comes and she comes to talk to Beast and says, "Yeah, well, she's basically selling Beast to Terra Verde, and they're gonna put on, he's gonna have a trial, but it's really gonna be like just for show. Pretty much, they're just gonna execute him after the trial. Like it's not like a real trial where he's actually gonna get a fair trial. It's just, it's a fake trial." And she talks to Calico also, and since Calico's family is super super wealthy, super well connected politically and everything, they've gotten in touch and said, "Hey, we want, our daughter released." And the warden's like, "Okay," pretty much just telling Calico, "All you have to do is sign this waiver that you're not immune, that you're not one of these, filthy vermins in here. That's all you have to do, and then you'll go back to your family because they, are going to give us all this money." So anyway, Calico is like, "No," because remember in the last issue, she's like was super happy that she found out she was a mutant, and now she is a mutant, and now she like feels like she belongs. So she's like, "No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sign that." So of course, you know, the one of the guards comes, to basically teach her a lesson. Beast intervenes because that's, the kind of guy he is. And so basically they start beating up Beast, start just wailing on him because, the warden says, "Well, yeah, I'm selling Beast to Terra Verde, but he can be damaged. That's fine. So, keep going." So the X-Men come in, to basically get Beast back, and Cyclops is checking on the static on the status of everything. He Cyclops is like, "Magic are reinforcements," and she's like, en route, and she's asking him, "Okay, parameters, like what do you want?" Because her reinforcements are demons from Limbo, because she's a demon sorceress, and um well, she's asking parameters, and he's like, "What do you mean parameters?" And she's like, "Murder parameters." He's like, "No, we hurt them, punish them, but do not kill them." And Magic says, "You used to be fun." And he's like, "Please, I was never fun." Which I get that. I mean, because Cyclops has always been like super serious and super like, by the book for the most part. He's definitely had his moments where you're like, "Oh, who didn't think Cyclops had it in him," sort of thing. Like, when he killed Professor Xavier. Anyway, so, but I don't understand. Maybe someone can explain it to me. When did like Magic get all bloodthirsty? Like, I don't remember that. Like, when did that happen? When did that jump happen? Because yeah, I don't remember that. Oh, and here's an advertisement for this. I'm excited for this. Like, I'm excited for the Rogan Gambit one shots. I think they'll be fun. So I have those pre-ordered. So here's their reinforcements, the demons from Limbo. And the warden is mad at the guard, said, "Did I tell you you could stop beating that prisoner?" And she says, "Make sure Trask knows that we need the Wolfpack Sentinels to the main prison level." So, and of course, this is like Psylocke, as in not Betsy, but as in Kwan, and she's taken back the code name Psylocke, and she actually has is in her own series, which I haven't. I think I might have the first issue. I might have pre-ordered that. I'm not positive. I, it's December. It's the holidays. I'm already like super far behind. If you've been watching any of my advent calendar videos, I'm behind already. Like, I have not put up my tree, haven't decorated it, obviously. If it's not even up, then how can I be decorated? Anyway, so I'm super behind. So I've been doing the advent calendar videos, but not as many like other videos in December because December, of course, is just a super busy month for most people. So anyway, Cyclops is like, we're in. Quentin Quire, he's monitoring like our situation. Magic's forces are keeping the demons or keeping the guards busy. Juggernaut's in place for his assault, and these things that Beast built will keep them um, from keep the sensors in a Graymalkin from seeing them and like placing them. But of course, eyes, like physical human eyes on them, is another matter. So they run into a bunch of guards, and they take them out, like disarm them. And then, unfortunately, Psylocke is like, she picks up from the guard that something that is really disturbing. Like they are taking the mutants there and turning them into things. Like they call them trustees, and we saw that in Uncanny X-Men 6 when Blob and Siren went to go capture Jubilee and Calico and everyone else. So they run into the Blob, and Cyclops is like, "Look, Fred, I don't want to hurt you." And he's like, huh, Blob, you can't hurt me. And then you hear a voice saying, or Magic says, well, I can. And then I see this hand, and I'm like, oh, I was wondering if, the other team was going to make an appearance. And that's Rogue. And she says, typical. You finally decide to quit dragging your feet and come out dancing, and right away you go out stepping on our toes. So there you go. There's Rogue and Cyclops, basically kind of facing off, and that's where it ends. And it says to be continued in Uncanny X-Men 7, which, you know, I don't have that issue yet. So hopefully it comes soon. Because yeah, it was like I said, I ordered this one off online from a different comic book store. But since I've already paid for the other ones, I don't really want to order them again. But it kind of sucks having to wait, for those issues. But I'm excited to see where this goes. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be like a clash of leadership mostly between Cyclops and Rogue. And so we'll see how that plays out over the next 3 issues. So hopefully I'll get that comic book soon. And I will hopefully you will join me for that video. And hopefully you've been joining me for the advent calendar videos. I've been enjoying doing those. I think the best part is, of course, Dazzler being in the videos. Like she can't be in this room because, like, of course, this is that back wall, but right in front of me, which you can't see, is the X-Men mansion. Oh, in my sister's tree, so that stays up all year, her Christmas tree. She would just destroy both of those things. She's very very destructive. So she's not allowed in this room. So the advent calendar videos have been fun in terms of you know, her being in the video with me. So you should definitely check out some of those. They're pretty, like I said, the Dazzler is pretty entertaining. So I will see you next time. I guess I will actually, yeah, see you tomorrow in my advent calendar video series. And until yeah, next time. Uh who knows when we'll be in here again. As soon as I get comic books, basically. So I will see you then. Bye.